Good morning, fellas. My name is Les. I'm live here at Sea Point Waterfront, and we continue where we left yesterday. The weather is favorable, 21 degrees Celsius approximately. It's a cool morning breeze, mid-morning I would say. Yes, it's another lovely day. No incidents around this locality. It's breezing and lovely. Hope you are having a good time wherever you are. Looks like a bit of some activity. People are out, not in large numbers, but just proportionate. It's not too cold. It's breezing and enjoyable. I met quite a number of homeless persons. I could engage one or two, and their story more or less the same. They left home to seek greener pastures, but it appears it didn't go their way. So they seem to be struggling. I don't think it's mental health issues. It's an adjustment issue where they are homeless. They've got no means to fend for themselves. And they've turned into beggars. So I did contribute. They are all from Christian background. And the more you engage them, they talk about God or Jesus. They point up to the sky, to the Holy Ghost as their sole provider. A very sad story indeed, but such is life. Such is life. But these are men who could be productive if given the chances or the opportunities. But it's difficult to unpack what is really going on in the land of plenty. So this is what I've come to find out about these numerous homeless persons. They've come to accept their situation, and they don't seem to be so much focused on it, but because maybe they see different people every day, so their expectation is that one of them is likely to donate a small donation. So they are living from hand to mouth, these handouts, and they've become destitute as such. So this is our Cape Town. can see the beauty of it, the beauty of the city of Cape Town. It's very nice, dynamic, and it's enjoyable. Yeah, it is enjoyable. A shout out to Angela, shout out to Steve, shout out to Randy, shout out to my wonderful Brendo, Aliyah, shout out to Michelle, shout out to Nyasha, shout out to Charlotte, shout out to my brother, one and only Alfred. Shout out to you folks, wherever you are. Yes, we're in the city of Cape Town, most relaxed city in town. Everyone is enjoying. They are being out and about as we walk to the waterfront. So many people like to eat out here. It's more cosmopolitan, you see, and tourists and foreigners are all here, including myself. People are just getting about with their own way, going about their livelihood. Looks like they're sailing boats today. The sails are out, so that's an indicator that is really breezy. When I turn around in a motion, I'll show you. Check this out. Just check this out. I don't know whether you can see that. Can you see that? So that's what it is. It's enjoyable. There's no big surprises. Very neat, very clean environment. So a lot of effort has been put by the municipality to keep the city clean and tidy. It is indeed very, very tidy. You can check it out. No litter. There are litter bins, just past one now, all over. So I think people are just disciplined not to throw litter everywhere. There's no incentive. I think it's common sense. And the dog walkers as well, they are keeping the city clean. No qualms or dog poo as we walk. I'm just walking leisurely, casually. There's no need to rush. The weather is brilliant, and I don't have to rush my conversation. You can see the buildings, no gaps. So it's a cluster of apartments. Villas are in the backdrop, and well designed structures that can withstand severe weather conditions too. And there are cyclists, pedestrians, motorists. So people still resort to traditional means of transport. It's a way of life. So here they're building defense systems in case of severe waves, because sometimes the waves can be so overwhelming. And that's what these strong defense systems. Interesting, really. So someone must have projected that eventuality, that tsunamis, you cannot rule them out, and due to global warming and stuff like that, all this is likely to happen, you know. So that's what it is. It is what it is. So mankind is creative just to safeguard his environment. So they are reclaiming the land from the sea. And they've managed to do that without failure. So it's this reclamation of land from the sea that on its own is a credit, a massive one. It's a long walk along coastal. It's like a Copacabana, except that you don't see people wearing bikinis here. People dress appropriately. But the stretch is a long, long stretch. Check out this bike. Nice bike. It's a long stretch. I'm sure it's maybe 10 k's, 10 kilos, 10 kilometers. I'm not sure, but approximation. It goes on from here to Camps Bay. I'll check it out on the internet later. Yeah, it walks. It goes out. You know, from waterfront, past Green Point, past Sea Point, right up to Camps Bay. That's a long way. Yeah, it's a long way. Oh, check this view. Check that view. Sails are up. I don't know if you can see that. Sails are up, so sailing is a sport here. The sailors are out, and just missed a cyclist. That's what we call burning rubber, burn rubber. So you get a lot of that here. Rowdy riders, rough riders are here too. So I don't know if it's sports or they just seem to love it. They just seem to enjoy it. So this is a video for today. Hi. And see, funny thing is the jogging, you see, even the elderly with a lot of energy running. 75s plus, they are running here too. I don't mean to discriminate, but that's the reality. So it's all happening. For those who haven't got the energy, like myself, we just walk. But ensure that when you walk, it's a long walk. Then you get the health benefits of a walk. It's the fitness that counts. Fitness is more important. And those prowlers, those who snatch and go, the go-getters, you know, they dread to approach, because one, they can see your frame, they can see your build. They just want an easy knock and go. But like I said, I've been working here for less over 20 minutes. Filming myself, obviously, talking in the backdrop. Go ahead, kid. Yeah. So that's the situation. People are kind and polite, and so you just have to respond, you know, accordingly. This is Radisson Blu, one of the hotels, the international hotel. Radisson Blu is all over Africa and Europe too. So that's the main entrance. You can see it there. It's got a spa and fitness. And on our right, there's a golf course. Under that, or besides that, there's the famous Cape Town Stadium. Oh God, I nearly hit the ground. I don't know. It's not level here. It's not level at all. I nearly toppled, you know. So I don't know whether I'm fatigued or what. That's why I like soft shoes, not heavy shoes. So the Premiership here, I think it's also off-season, just like the English League. But we have Ajax. That has been a recruiting ground for many big league football clubs. So I'll show you if you can see it. I don't know whether you can see it in the backdrop. There it is. So that's the Cape Town International Football Stadium, which has been a hallmark for football player scouting. Ajax has been pivotal in that drive. So this is what is special about this walk. You see some landmarks that stand out. As you can see on my right, the famous, you know, football ground. But like I say, it's off season now, so it stands out. It's a wonderful landmark. You cannot miss it. It's right there, right here, next to me. You can see it in the periphery. It's there, it stands out. Look at the backdrop of those mountains. Beautiful, isn't it? Wonderful. So that's where it happens. That's where it happens, Cape Town International Football Stadium. You can see their golfers on the same grounds.
Not today, man.
So we are getting close to the waterfront. I hope the battery hangs on. I hope the battery hangs on. I'll show you this world-class environment. There's a Table Mountain in the backdrop. I hope you can see that. The Table Mountain. You can capture it. It's one of the landmarks that has made this city famous. Without mention of it. There's another one. Just look in the backdrop, you see it. So there are mountains, you've got the ocean, you've got the land, and the wonderful people. So it's quiet, you know, it's not, you don't get noisy or rowdy, you know. Pedestrians, they are all, you know, they talk but very quietly.
Ayman, you're not sitting at my time. Okay, please. Sit down. Come here. Come here.
And people walk in an orderly fashion, with respect. They treat you with respect. But I don't know other areas. But definitely here there are cameras, CCTVs. They're in situ. So any hiccups, they can play back and trace you. So that's a good view. That's a good view of the Table Mountain. So there it is, folks, in the backdrop. You can see it's not very far from the stadium. And if I take you on 360 degree, you can actually see the sea. You see front is there. So come with me, let's go. Now we are getting to the clubs or the pubs.
Yeah, that's why I didn't go.
Drunkard is talking to his child or his mate, I don't know. He's talking in a vernacular which I can interpret as meaning get the beers and go with them. You know. So I'm just being nosy. So I know the YouTubers don't like the music, the copyrights, so I'm not going to indulge or dwell in music. I don't want it in the background because otherwise it nullifies what I'm doing. Yeah. So this is it. So as we walk, it's a market. It says the farm market prepared for fish produce, prepared foods, groceries, market, bar, ATM, Insta. But the music now,
Very close. They were just
the
waiting.
music copyright, so I won't go that way. I will not go that way. No wonder I saw a lot of activity, a lot of movement. It's a market. And people are just chilling by the market. So the waterfront is to my right, to my left is Cape Town. So we're getting there slowly but surely. There's an amphitheater where they're showing live the world women's basketball or volleyball or netball. So I've said three things here. I think it's the world netball tournament hosted by SA. So it's a women's game, so I don't know, over the years it hasn't been so popular as football, the men's football tournament, but it's happening here in SA. So here we are at the intersection. Let's go, fellas. So there's a mini roundabout.
Okay.
And let's walk this way. There is also the Cape Town Eye, just like the London Eye in the backdrop. I'm sure you can see that. It's there where the red car is. Shows how they developed this place here. I don't know, we have zebra crossing, but the drivers here, some of them is like they cannot see you. They don't respect the rule of the road. Thank you, boss. And they don't stop. Well, some of them are not focused. Maybe the fact that they are looking at the gadget and saying, oh wow, at least he's got this and that and that. And it's my own stuff, it's my own gadgets. Look at that. Love the grey building, the grey and white stands out. That's wow. Beautiful, beautiful building. check it out, folks. So beautiful, gray and white. And this is the waterfront. Looks quite beautiful. Check it out. See, interesting. There we go. So, and they're beautiful people here. You know, it's a wonderful experience. You don't want to miss this. But yes, it's still cold, it's still summerish. So it's a cross in between. So we are in this neighborhood of Cape Town. We have now arrived at the waterfront, which looks quite busy. As I said, I know there's a pedestrian crossing you cannot trust, but some drivers never stop. They'll just come flying so quickly across the road. People with an attitude here. Some drivers have an attitude. So that attitude. So somewhere else. Check this Jeep. It's for sale. It is for sale. Daytona. It's a lovely Jeep for safari. I think their Jeep specialist was another one, white in color. One thing for sure, family, what I've observed, the city is very clean. I can hardly see a piece of paper.
That's only the waterfront.
Yeah, the waterfront, okay. See, we've got the seniors here who have lived here for a long time. And they're telling us it's only the waterfront that is kept clean. But on average, I was at Woolworths. Somewhere was it in Sea Point. I paid two rands to use the toilet. The toilet was clean, very clean. I don't know if I'll be allowed to use whether I can film inside here. I don't know. So, but anyway, this is the main waterfront because I want to check out something here. Just short. And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click the button. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to click the view button. Thank you. We will continue where we have ended.